Hi everybody, welcome to The Big Picture this week. When we work with new clients, one of the things that comes up most often when we're having a conversation about what we're working towards, other than the obvious, improving health, is that they would like a better work-life balance. And this has come up quite a few times over the last week or so with new consultations, so I wanted to talk about it today. And you see this phrase, work-life balance, all over LinkedIn, probably other social media, which I don't really look at. People talk about it a lot, and you see people claiming that they've got it mastered. But what actually is it? When this comes in consultations, I ask that very question to the person who's talking about it, and I say, can you explain to me what exactly you mean when you're talking about work-life balance? Describe to me what your ideal work-life balance is. And more often or not, they find it really difficult, or they can't do it, at least not to begin with. Why? Well, I think perhaps people hear this phrase work-life balance and think that they should be working towards something different from how their life works currently. Or they've seen this stuff on social media, some person riding around on a jet ski saying that they've found the perfect formula. But more likely, it's a sense of what they're doing at the moment isn't quite working for them. They're not quite happy with how things are. Their health is compromised, perhaps their relationships are compromised. So they know something needs to change, but they're not quite sure what or how. So they latch on to this concept that we've been shown, or that we've heard about, called work-life balance. Now, I have developed quite a strong aversion to this phrase over the last few years. In fact, we've even run workshops called Why Work-Life Balance is Bullshit. I think the phrase in itself is flawed. There are loads of reasons for this. I wouldn't want to give away too much from the workshop, but the main one is implying that work and life are separate things. That is just utter rubbish as far as I'm concerned. The other problem with it is that by doing that, you're almost pitting them against each other. You're putting them in conflict. You've got work over here and life over here and blah, 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 blah. Conflict between work and life is most certainly not a recipe for success. I'm sure we can all agree on that. It's not a recipe for health. It's not a recipe for happiness. And this is almost saying that work is bad and that life is good. Work should be minimised and life should be maximised. The other problem, the word balance, it almost implies like a fragility. Ask anyone to draw balance or work-life balance, and most people draw either a seesaw or one of those old-fashioned sets of scales. The problem with that is that once you've found this perfect balance, if you even breathe or move a little bit, what happens? Things very quickly swing the other way, and bam, we're out of balance again. It's all gone to pieces. It's fragile, it's elusive, and it's not a sustainable way to operate. So here's one of the ways that I think about it. So life is the big game, right? Work, however you want to define it, which is another important question in itself, is a key, crucial and important part of life. There are many others too, and ideally we want all of those parts to kind of work together to help us to create this life that we want. Now, I don't believe there's a right solution. I'm not going to say this is how you should do it or how you shouldn't. It's personal. So we need to stop giving people the idea that they should be working towards this nirvana of the perfect work-life balance, because it just doesn't exist. But you can design or redesign your life to work better so that your health is not compromised. In fact, in order to do that, health should be the foundation of all of it.